After this street dog was badly injured by a car, his reaction to rescuers was unforgettable. After he was hit by a car, Goldie the dog was left by the side of the road to die. His injuries were so severe that the poor creature must have been in agonizing pain. But despite his ordeal, when help finally arrived, the suffering dog managed to muster up the energy to show his appreciation. Goldie is one of India's many street animals. He lived as a stray in the northern city of Udaipur, in the state of Rajasthan. He relied on the charity of a local resident who kindly fed him and kept him safe. Unfortunately, the local couldn't be there for Goldie all the time, and one day the dog was wandering the city's busy streets when a car struck him down. The impact of the crash left the dog badly injured and unable to walk. Thankfully, Goldie didn't have to wait long. His kind neighbor had come out in search of him. When he found the dog injured on the muddy road, he immediately leapt into action. But when a rescue team arrived on the scene, it was clear that the stray was in a very bad way. The accident had created a large wound on his head and bent his front left paw right over. First of all, the rescuers tried to bond with the dog in order to ease his mind. They bent down to be at his level and gave him a reassuring stroke. Then, they handed him a comforting blanket to snuggle into and keep warm. And almost immediately, the canine began to relax. As soon as our rescuer, Nandu, approached, he started to wag his tail. Claire Abrams-Myers from Animal Aid Unlimited said, "It seemed like he knew we were there to help, and he trusted us." Goldie's trusting attitude made it easier for the team to scoop him up and transfer him to their clinic. Once there, it became brutally obvious just how severe the dog's injuries were. Vets had to sedate Goldie in order to treat his wounds, but once the medication had kicked in, they were able to gently clean his lacerations using syringes. The medical team also placed Goldie on an IV drip to help combat dehydration. Then they administered some anti-inflammatories and painkillers to the poor pooch. He was traumatized by the accident and his injuries and was completely exhausted, Abrams-Myers told the dodo. For several days, he just slept. We continued the IV drips until he was stronger and started eating and drinking on his own. Slowly but surely, Goldie's wounds began to heal, and after 8 weeks at Animal Aid Unlimited, the dog had completely transformed. Video footage of his recovery showed the animal had overcome his horrific injuries and was loving his life once more. In fact, aside from a slight limp in his left front leg, Goldie was fighting fit. Moreover, he was one of the happiest dogs at the shelter. He would often greet his rescuers with a wagging tail before coaxing them into playing with him. He's one of the friendliest street dogs we've ever seen, which tells us that he has been loved by people in his neighborhood, Abrams-Myers told the dodo. And even after his ordeal, the dog was super affectionate too. He looks for a pet from everyone he meets and is incredibly cheerful and sweet. The team at Animal Aid Unlimited decided that Goldie's recovery was too inspiring to keep to themselves, and so they posted a video documenting his transformation on YouTube. In just a few weeks, more than 140,000 people had tuned in to watch Goldie's story. Moreover, the extraordinary footage attracted over 500 comments. Many couldn't help but gush over the inspiring work that Animal Aid Unlimited do. "You did it again. You made me cry," one commenter wrote after the video was posted on Facebook in February 2017. "Once again, your inspiring work has saved another beautiful, innocent soul from suffering." It's not yet clear what'll become of Goldie once he has recovered fully. If his vets deem him to be well enough, he'll return to the community he came from. Otherwise, if he's unable to find food for himself, he'll live out his days at the Animal Aid Unlimited Sanctuary.